Good morning, motherfuckers. In case you're not up to date on what's happening in the world and what your evil government is doing around the world, let me bring you up to date. U.S. terrorist forces in Syria unleashed a chemical gas attack that killed, 50 people or some shit like that. And they're trying to say it was sarin gas. Oh, by the way, they got this out to the media through the U.S. terrorist organization known as the White Helmets. And if you look at the videos, you'll see that none of these so-called medical first responders are wearing decon suits or anything that you would need to safely treat somebody suffering from sarin gas. It's just a fact. So it wasn't sarin gas, for one. It was most likely a chlorine gas. In any rate, you got to ask yourself why is the U.S. terrorists doing chemical attacks in Syria right now? So here's the deal: Syria and Russia are winning their war against the U.S. terrorists right now. They're winning, and the sane world is all behind Russia and Syria because they're trying to stop the killing. And right when and as if you look back in history at all the things Assad's been blamed for, you'll notice that whenever Syria is winning, that for some reason Assad has this irresistible urge to murder his own people and make the world hate him. I know he's got some mental health issues there and he should get checked out by a doc, because if he'd stop making the world hate him when he was winning, he could keep winning. Anyways, the other pertinent fact of this little shindig going on. If you haven't noticed, U.S. forces have been spotted invading Syria, and we already know that they have publicly put 4,000 troops in Syria. And just the other day, the White House has announced that they're no longer going to report troop forces, not even in general, which is kind of a necessity if you want to do things legally according to the Constitution. But fuck the Constitution, right? We don't have one. So the White House is blaming Assad for this gas attack that was actually committed by U.S. forces in Syria. And then we have this troop buildup that's been happening before this happened. And then they said they're going dark on troop movements. So, folks, the White House is about ready to do a full fucking invasion of Syria, is my guess. Just like, the buildup to Iraq and the WMDs. This is the same thing. We're repeating history. Anyways, Russia's already in Syria, of course. And now the U.S. is going to be in there. And the Russians and the U.S. forces, sooner or later, are going to start shooting at each other. It's just how war works. It's messy. Even if they weren't trying to, it's going to happen. And then World War III. So we're back into World War III starting in Syria, unless Iran wants to, U.S. might decide to start shooting at Iran naval vessels up there in, I think it's the Black Sea or Persian Gulf, some shit like that. I don't know. One of those neighborhoods. Down there in Saudi Arabia, Iran, Yemen, that neighborhood. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to make some biscuits. See you all later.